Okay, I am live. Oh, hold on, give me a second. Welcome everyone, I'm Dollar Free, and I am currently in the midst of spreadsheeting something. Well, not so much spreadsheeting, but using a character creator. Just trying to map out the last little bits of this respec, just constantly testing and retesting ideas. Give me a second. I'm gonna just quickly finish up what I'm crunching, and I should be about right. Pop that in. We're looking at what's the other one I'm after? Okay. What else am I after? I'm after. The trickiest part about this respec is it's really relying on me actually beating a boss now and then respecking. And I've got to make sure I've got other items as well. So I might have to do some farming depending on what I have or do not have. Fair enough then. I guess I'll just dive right into things. Keep things moving along. I am mindful that there are still bosses I need to get back to. And it's just... Oh, it's actually working online this time. Hey, that's nice. I'll take that. Sorry, just need to... Sorry, had to cough. Alright. I really am hoping for a nice run where I can beat Sir Alone. That'd be really nice. Alright, what weapon am I going to use? Yeah, if I go for the mace, I have to kind of give up some other things, don't I? No, sorry, if I go for the great club, I have to give up other... drop something from the bill, don't I? Also, why do I have reduced health? Yeah, I've got to change some of this up as well. This is... Also, why do I have reduced health?
Hello.
Okay, here we go. Oh, I thought it was nice being able to go... Run out this way. Two. One. One. Okay. All right. Two. Run this way. Yeah, eventually these guys will despawn. Jeez Louise, buddy. Buddy, I need someone here to take the aggro. Thank you. Everyone, come down, come down, come down. That's it, please. Please, please. 1, 2. All right. All right. Keep the other one. Oh, that's what happens whenever I switch away from the chime to the vessel shield. I'm going to lose that tiny little bit of HP. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Alright, I need someone to take a hit, thank you. Okay, 1. Jeez, can't hit. Alright. Equipment, switch out. Back to the mace. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna try and beat Sir Alan again. Hi Timmy. Hi, how you doing? Ooh. Alright, I need someone else to take aggro for a second. No, not me, not me, not me. Please. Playing Blasphemous on the laptop. Upgraded? Oh, updated laptop, so you bought a new one? Oh, I'm like, glory. Please, glory, don't need to use your weapon in two-handed. Oh, okay, Laurie's down. That's not great. Nope, I got grabbed. Do I live? Yeah, I do live. Oh, now he's pulling up. Hold up. Alright, how's this? 1, 2. How's that? Nope, dead. Alright, might try running solo. Yeah, I've got to beat this boss. This boss is mandatory for my respec. Once I beat it, like the boss, what the boss gives you is irrelevant, or irrelevant in this case. It's the fact that behind the boss is the last smelter wedge. And I really need that last smelter wedge. No. Ow. Okay, I died. That was way too quick. I can't run this area solo. Not yet. Alright, there is the other strategy. I run it with people, desummon them. Yeah, headphones are really kind of important. I find them so useful. Even for like ordinary listening to music or anything like that, headphones are really helpful because they mean that other people don't get subjected to what I'm listening to. And it's like, yes, it would be fun to share the music with the neighbors, but I don't think they'd appreciate it. Alright, summon everyone here. If I go set the black separation crystal on to hotbar, I can desummon these guys before the boss fight. It's nice. Come on, guys. Let's move. Hey, guy. So who told you the blasphemous one can't run? Oh. Alright. Like, were you trying to use one of those, like, websites that judges, hey, can your computer handle this? Because I always find those websites kind of not accurate. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I've tried using those sorts of websites before. I've never found them accurate. Like, I've had the game... Like, I've had the system tell me I can't run, say, Starfield. No, it said I could run Starfield, but turns out not very... Ooh, hold on. Okay. Here's that guy out. I mean, that's what I was talking about yesterday with, like, 2D platformers. You can get away with a lot more with 2D platformers than just what someone... Like, their specs are, like... Okay. It really depends on how PCs sort of work, right? So, these websites try to run on the idea that they look at your PC's specs and then they go, alright, theoretically, can it run? And then, hold on. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay. So they'll, like, scan your PC hardware and they'll try to make a call like, hey, does it run or not? Oh, that felt goods. Okay, last one. Alright. Let me go mace. Alright. Well, hold on. These guys are... Hold on, this might work. This might work. So they're basically scanning PC, and if they think it doesn't run, because it's like, oh, this thing may not beat it, I'd rather say that they're inaccurate. I wouldn't use them as a source of truth. This is often why games have demos and other things like that. Oh, come on, I rolled. That was a terrible roll. So, demo. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Where was I? Demos are, like, useful for testing out if something works or not. Mind you, that's also why you have, like, your Steam trials and other things like that. Demos of games are always useful. I sometimes wish that demos lasted beyond the release cycle of a game. So, like, Lies of P. Lies of P is a game that I would love to test out, but the demo got taken down before the game's release. All the FromSoft games are like that as well. I wish they allowed you to keep the technical demos going because they're so useful with trying to figure out, hey, does this thing run or not? One. Ow. Jeez Louise. I couldn't even see. It was like fireball explosion blocked the two guys and then I got hit by a fireball and someone else. They're gonna have to calm down there. Alright. And I'm gonna keep going at this until these guys despawn. Yeah, I forgot to explain while I'm here. Just for the record. Now, in the DLC areas, you don't actually need to have the DLC to be able to access the areas. So there's doorways before you enter the DLC. And those doorways have those little podiums. Those little podiums, if you put down your summon sign, you can actually... Jeez Louise, I'm dead. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Hold on. I think I live. I think I'm hearing the crunchy sound of engraved gauntlets. Yeah, that's what it is. Drifter's swordsman Adel has also got a set of engraved gauntlets on him, which is why he's sometimes getting those big crunchy sounds. Jeez. I'm dead. I went to backstab and I'm like... and then I saw the R1 come out and nope. Turns around and smacks me in the face. Again, the more guys who despawn, the easier it is to get to the boss. And if it gets to the point where everyone despawns, tough luck. They're despawning. One, two. All right. One, two. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice, guys. We gotta. Buddy, you don't have to chase me that far. Alright. Oh, that bloody katana counter hits. You know what? Just gonna club this guy and then that's that. One. Hey, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, I was just talking a little bit about demos and how demos are really useful for testing out whether a game works or not. Jeez. Alright, alright. Oh my goodness. These guys are all keen. They're all so keen for me for money. Even the Steam refund policy is like really, really helpful for that. I would have previously recommended Microsoft Games Pass as a way to test something out back when it was a lot cheaper, but Microsoft Games Pass is now kind of expensive. But Microsoft Games Pass was how I actually tested out Starfield. Yeah, see, that's always the thing, right? If you're playing a game, you do need to make, like if you're building a game, you do need to make demos. I just wish more publishers kept their demos up after the game's release. Like Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, they all do network tests, which they try to say is technically not a beta. And it's fair in a way because the classes work differently in the network test, but I wish they didn't do that. The one that was slightly more annoying was Lies of P. Because Lies of P, they had the demo up before the game's launch. And then, if you wanted to play the game early, you have the Digital Deluxe version. The Digital Deluxe version is like, oh, you get to play the game a little bit early and get some cosmetics. Guys, you don't have to hit me with counter hits. You still have the demo of Lies of P. Yeah, if you got it before, you could... Yeah, if you downloaded the demo beforehand, you still got access to it. It's like the same thing, I believe, with the network tests and whatnot. Although I don't know if the network tests still actually work on. I don't know if the network tests work or not. But either way, that's the sort of thing that I miss. Because it's like, keep the demo. If the demo is meant to represent the product, you don't have to try and turf it into the wind after the game's come out. What about if someone wants to come along a bit later on? The demo's difficulty is cruel. Yeah, that's what I'm still weighing up. And admittedly... Hold on. Okay. Ow. Ow. Yeah, because I don't have access to a demo. Oh, did I just walk out into that? Yeah, I did. Yeah, so I kind of have to try and judge whether I'm going to buy Lies of P or not. Ow. Right, that's all the healing. Alright, equipment, switch that out for the mace. Let's send back you. Let's send back you. And we'll try this fight solo. No. Let me in. Ow. Fine. Oh, I hate that. I'm messing up. You see me messing up the rolls there. Goes in for the swing. And then when he leaps back, I'm rolling. And that's when he hits me with the old katana two-handed poke. You see me messing those up. Alright. Yeah, I wouldn't say all day, to be fair. I mean, but certainly these kinds of conversations could go on for a bit. Let's try this again. Keep going, keep going. Even getting the first area cleared up will help with movement. And if anyone's going to despawn... I think at least some of these guys are close to despawning. I don't know if Blasphemous would fit into horror. Again, I'm just going to say, I haven't played it. I don't know if Medieval fits under horror. At least it depends what kind of horror you're referring to. Because, I mean, there's the difference then between psychological horror and, like, fantasy horror and stuff like that. Jeez. Okay, guys. I need someone to take attention. Thank you. Yeah, and also, like, fantasy horror is kind of weird. Like, Ever Lilies may theoretically fit in fantasy horror. You know the worst part about this game is, because of the way the fall damage is, if you're playing this game on a modded run that only has 1 HP, and you don't have any fall protection, you fall off here, and you die. Yeah, I think I'll be playing the demo mostly. Oops, sorry, guys. Yeah, I think I'll play the demo for Blasphemous. I'm just mindful that within the 2-hour time slot for Monday, I do want to try and get through a couple of games. Oh, hitboxes, guys. I'm missing these two-handed slams. There we are. At least one of them. You can handle that one. And then, there we are. You mostly play... You remember Blasphemous 2 because you played that one a lot, but you don't really remember Blasphemous. Yeah, that's kind of the way things go. Like, I'm thinking back to my own knowledge of, say, Dark Souls 1. And even though I played that game a lot, I haven't... Like, if you ask me how Dark Souls 1 goes, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Okay, we all got hit with the sweep. Glory, use that shield. Use that shield again. Laura, use your shield, buddy. Caught on the rolls. Opposite, even though fan of PS2, you forgot how it goes. One you remember. One I think is a little easier to remember, but it's just a bunch of this stuff like, hey, where exactly are the necromancers located in the catacombs? That's always a fun one to try and remember. And then again, if you're speedrunning the game, or you don't care about going the intended route, like you don't want to see Valmos and get fire or chaos weapons, then you don't care about the intended route, you just take all the shortcuts. But if for some reason you do want a fire or chaos weapon, well, you're gonna need to know where the necromancers are. Oh, that was the roughest part about Dark Souls. I remember that much. Having to go to all the different blacksmiths, depending on what upgrades you want to do, that's like shenanigans. Hammer time there. Hammer time here. Hammer time these two guys. They'll be fine. Mind you, nothing's as bad as trying to get pure Bladestone Demon Souls. Like, pure Bladestone's like a myth. Also, World Tendency's kind of awful. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, what was that move? Jeez. Please. Alone captains, why do you have to do that sort of thing? They're taking advantage of the fact that I cannot mid-roll. I'm fat rolling at the moment. Yeah, Dark Souls 1's objectives are easy to remember, but to be fair, Dark Souls' objectives are easy to remember in general. Like, Dark Souls 1 is you're told at the start of the game, ring the bells, go to the tower, or go to Sans Fortress, go to Anor Londo, and then go beat the four lords and go light the fire. Well, at least that's what you're told. You can do things a little differently. No, the Dark Souls 2's is also straightforward enough. Like, Dark Souls 2 is, you're told at the start of the game, go beat four lords. I mean, you have to talk to the NPCs, right? You talk to the NPCs and they're like, Emerald Hell's like, you've got to beat four old ones, claim their souls, then go to the castle to see the king of Drangleic. And Dark Souls 3, as far as I'm aware, might be similar to 1. At least it's like, go to these locations, beat the bosses, get their souls. I mean, that's usually how it goes. Oh, they'll have to handle that. I'll beat up this guy. Who comes down? If the Alone Captain drops down, doesn't look like it. He's not dropping down. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, Dark Souls 3 is even kind of more linear than Dark Souls 1 or 2. So it's a bit more straightforward as to where the game wants you to go. I would like to play Dark Souls 3 again. Currently full price on Steam. No, stop running. I'd look for like a used, maybe PS4 copy would be fine if you've got a PS4. But otherwise, you're going to have to wait for it to go on sale on Steam for accessibility. Okay, guys, let's try this again, please. And again, Dark Souls 3 is similar to Elden. Well, it's fast. Okay. Oh, stocks of damage. No. Lloyd. I don't want to see you going two-handed with the weapon. Come on, guys. Keep the pressure up. Keep the pressure up. Good. Oh, he's got a kick. I forgot about the kick, actually. Yeah. That's always the roughest part. Thankfully, the phantoms can't get grabbed by that. Fine. Alan's down to half health. Laurie's down to a quarter. Adel's down to about less than half. Alan's down to about... There's Laurie down. And I'm done. Wow. It's tougher. I think part of the appeal of Souls games is playing them online. And getting a pirated version that can be played online is, like, good luck. Honestly... Alright, let me... I mean, if I really, really wanted to play it, I'd go find like a used copy on PS4. Because I do have a PS4, actually. At the very least, I can mid-roll like this. I think at this stage, I'm just focusing on clearing out every enemy between here and the boss. So that I can run in with the Great Club and everyone's on full health. Like, it's looking okay so far. Actually, a lot of the enemies have started despawning already. Yeah, I gotcha. There you go. Although I think the best thing that I've enjoyed, games where you can break the games very easily. Right, so they updated Blasphemous. Yeah, that's the other fun thing. It's like when games come back and they make updates or stuff like that. Oh, jeez. All right. Well, chug another flask. These guys should be getting a... Well, actually, they'd be further away from despawning. So you got all the digital deluxe editions. Actually, that's kind of funny. Because Lies of P is currently on sale at the moment on Steam, right? It's like 40% off. And you look at the base game's reviews and they're all like, hey, this game's really good. You look at the digital deluxe review for the game and it's like, don't buy this. Don't buy it at all. Some people say, you know, buy it if it's on sale, but I would maybe even consider it's not worth buying it if it is on sale. Where's the peasant attire? There we go. And that's simply because the digital deluxe edition is just one DLC outfit. We've got the maces, such terrible range. Oh, that's my bad. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, the DLCs... That's fair enough. Because the digital deluxe is like one DLC outfit for the head, one DLC outfit for the body, and then if you bought the digital deluxe, you got to play the game early, and that was it. That was literally it. The whole DLC is not worth it. Even if to play the game early, it was never worth it. And they try to sell that thing at like $10. This is $10 Australian for the upgrade to the digital deluxe. It's like, why? Playing the game a couple of days early is not worth $10. Oh, guys. Yeah, Palm Strike. Palm Strike move I honestly do not remember on the Alone Captains. I don't recall it at all. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, if I did buy Lies of P, like, especially depending on how I go today. Hey, guys, drop down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If I did buy Lies of P, I'd only be buying the standard edition. Which, at 40% off, is not bad. It's like 54 AU, or it adds up like... Oh, guys. Oh, jeez Louise, I got sniped. I saw the arrow coming in. What's the other game that I think does updates very well? Like, I'm going to say Stardew Valley does updates very well, actually. Like, Stardew Valley's a one-and-done game with no DLC content. But the devs are still pushing out patches, like, so many years after the fact. It's not funny. And I mean, you can argue that with, like, all of the sort of life sims or whatnot. Actually, there is one genre of game that I absolutely know that I would have loved to have streamed, but I know it would absolutely bore the heck out of everyone else. And I absolutely really enjoy fantasy farming simulators. Like, no joke. No joke. Fantasy farming simulators like Rune Factory, like Stardew Valley's fine. Harvestella was alright. I didn't mind Harvestella. Sakuna of Bryce and Ruin. All of these are like these sorts of fantasy style farming games that are just completely and utterly up my jam. They wouldn't make particularly engaging content. It's super, super niche. Mind you, like, no joke, if I did ever come back to streaming and did it as a more sort of professional setup, it probably would be farming simulators for a lot of the content. No, I don't want to heal up, actually. Oh no, it's like the farming stuff is super fun. Like, especially when you start playing games that you can just break in oh so many ways. Like Stardew Valley's got, even nowadays, Stardew Valley's got like really funny, wonky things you can do, like infinite dupe items on like the first day. Like the idea of naming yourself a certain set of characters in order to spawn guaranteed items. That's all fun stuff. But even though the day-to-day of Stardew Valley is fine, though I have to admit with Stardew Valley and a lot of the other farming sims, there's this reliance on wanting to, like, making you engage with all of the aspects of farming, and I kind of don't like that. I don't like that because, like, in Stardew Valley, they allow you to do random seeds, so you can get, like, randomly, hold on. Bomb. Oof. Oh, I saw that roll. Better chuck here. I better chug again if I can get some space. Swing again, baby! Alright. Let me just focus. Roll. Roll. What are you doing, Alan? What was that stance, buddy? Oh, I almost got hit there. Actually, Alone is super fun because the hitboxes are like really precise. Alone doesn't have wonky hitboxes. Like that. There's the stagger. Okay, I'm gonna get hit. Nope, I don't get hit. We've got Alone down to half health. Alright, I got hit there. This is doable, this is doable, this is doable. Okay, I don't think the Alone Captain or the Salamander would have despawned from the top floor. But if they... it's fine if it's laggy. I'm still here, still trying to beat this boss. More and more of the enemies are starting to despawn now. But I don't think Alone Captain on the top floor, and the Salamander won't have despawned either. Let me pop it on after this attempt, because I just need to get a feel for who has or has not despawned yet. Yeah. Salamander's despawned, but the Alone Captain hasn't. Alright, Alone Captain's probably about to despawn soon. Buddy, you can't palm strike me. That's not welcome. And then the guys on the ground floor won't have despawned. Yeah, once the Alone Captain despawns, then I can just drop down here, and that's a nice straightforward run. Yeah, that's all good. Type it out. And I'll get to it like... Got this guy on the backstab animation. Beautiful turn there. These guys will start having to despawn sometime, but I think they're a little bit further out. So I've definitely had a few attempts where I get up to here and then die without taking anyone out. Oh, jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Alright. Get this guy on the backstab. Alright. Here we go. Actually, while I'm down here, this is not bad. This is reasonably clean. I just need Lori to get over here. And once I use these last two heals, I might pop the song on. I'm just mindful as well. Actually, no, I'll do it after this. Wait, seriously? This guy's alive? I'm just mindful that in this area, because this is treated as a memory, and it's a memory dungeon, if you don't get to the boss room within a certain time frame, you get kicked out. And the timing's a little bit stricter. Hey, Ankod. Hey, how you doing today? Thanks for stopping by. Alright. Boss fight. Bop. One. Ah, clip me there. All right. Like, the only memory that's really stressful is maybe memory of Jay? That's the one with the Giant Lord, and that's if you're, like, trying to really gather everybody. Oh, I barely live. Swing again. Go. Nah, I died. Had no stamina. Reminds you of Raksasa. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I haven't touched on this so far. Let me put that song on as well. So, Sir Alone, this memory is actually a little bit unique. It's similar to Memory of Jay, where instead of diving into the memory of something that's already passed, you're diving into someone else's past. So, Dark Souls 2's last giant boss, which is typically the very first boss that you will ever fight as a player, is this giant, looks super worn, super dilapidated. You're told it's the last giant. But then you go fight the Giant Lord later on, who is the mandatory boss. And the lore, because you're diving into the Giant Lord's past, actually ends up being that you slay the Giant Lord in the past, the Giant Lord gets trapped in the forest of fallen giants, and then when you enter into the Giant Lord's area, when you're sort of starting out on your journey, it sees you and goes completely nuts. That's why in the cutscene it actively charges at you as the player. Because it's like, I remember you killed me back then. Or, you know, you defeated me back then, and I don't like that, so I'm going to get my revenge. But he's super old and busted up. Yeah, that's fair enough then. I'll keep an eye out. Let me see what that is. Alright, I think I've got it. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Similarly with the memory of Alone here, you're actually diving into the past, and when you defeat him in the past, it actively relates into the lore of why the Alone Knights are all like super scattered out. So, just like for reference again, the Iron Tower, the old Iron King, like died way before, not Nishandra, Nadalia. I think I've got the right one. The Alone Captains despawn, which is really nice. That makes the bottom run a little bit easier. Yeah, these guys won't be despawning yet. Alright, here we go. Yeah, because I put on the version that was the lyrics track, so it should be right. Here we go. Yeah, I think what it is brief, again, going back to the lore very quickly here. So when you beat Sir Alone in the past, it stuffs up, like, it actively affects why the old Iron King passes away. And the Alone Knights are all scattered. Well, sort of scattered as a result. Though I don't know why there are Alone Knights in the in Drangley Castle. And when you say track's very Sabbath inspired, and I'm trying to think. Keep an eye out which way you're going. God, I love these hitboxes. They're so clean on Alone. I would love a one-shot crit right about now. gotta heal up. Got him down to about half health. Unfortunately for me, Rory's also about half health. Now, Alan's at half. Oh, I didn't want to commit to that. Gonna focus on him. Jeez, okay, you don't have to go that way. Swinging it. Like when you say Sabbath inspired, are we talking like 70s Sabbath here? Swing again. Down to a quarter. Oh, and I have no stamina, so I can't roll. Alright. Track's done. I think it's alright. I think the track's alright. I might pop it on again, just to have a quick listen, because I didn't really get to pay much attention to it. Let's try that one more time. Talking about the guitars here. Yeah, like stuff like the intro sort of, I wouldn't call it vocals, but the recorded lines invoking that sort of chanting. Alright. Drop down. Yeah, the guitars. Fair. Alright, who's started despawning? Alright, so it's just 2 archers left. Jeez. Alright guys, let's move. This might actually start being a clean run right through. Adel, please. Alright, that gets everyone up and running. Yeah, here comes the, like, guitar solo, Uno. I don't know if there's more than one guitar solo. I've got to listen again. Oh, I didn't roll. That's my bad. Might try this fight solo. Once I confirm that everyone's despawned, then I'm going to run in solo and see how this goes. But I should be able to get away with just using the club now. Yeah, I think the archers might maybe require another death each. Yeah, I wouldn't have called this doom metal. The lyrics don't invoke doom metal at all. Like, again, doom metal is supposed to sort of reflects like a solemnness to it. This doesn't invoke that at all. I'm gonna ask, what is sludge metal? Like, what makes sludge metal different from other sort of metal genres? Alright, if everyone's despawned... Alright. Here we go. Alright, that's unfortunately not good. The boss is powering up now. Yeah, the power-up state does additional damage. So that's not great. Alright, well, if everything's despawned, I might try going solo. With my tiny, meager... Hold on. We go Ring of Blades +1. Oh no, if I take the Dexterity ring off, I can't use the... Can't get the Engraved Gauntlet crits. I'm pretty sure the crits don't work if you don't have the Dexterity. But I can take the Strength ring off. Put Ring of Blades on. Alright, let's do this. The Melvin's Honey Bucket. I'll pop that on. Let's have a listen. Because... The Melvin's Honey Bucket. Alright, here we go. Oh, yay. Unskippable 15-second Uber ads. Woo. Yeah, I know I can't reside in memory for long. I'm gonna keep going. Maybe I could have picked up the Chloranthy ring from Shaded Woods. Yeah, I'm listening to heavy, like, Honey Bucket at the moment. Still not sure, although I can tell it's a lot of, like, low-tuned guitars. Focus. Nah. Yeah, maybe this will be like... We'll call it the experiment. You're gonna have to try and define what sludge metal is. What happens if I put the Ring of the Embedded on? Yeah, like so far... Oh, hold on. The track's done? Like the lyrics, I felt like the lyrics kicked in maybe like halfway into the track. Definitely does sound like it's done though. Let me pop on the... That? Yeah, no. I have to manage my stamina very carefully on this fight because I can only get one attack off. I've got to keep it. But after he does an attack where I can get one hit on him. Oh, see, hitboxes are so clean on this. Alright, gonna have to focus. Chug. No. You got a thorn on your chains. A thorn? Did you like crawling through a rose bush or something? Might have to check them though. Definitely don't want something like that lingering around. Alright. Don't think I've got Chloranthy ring on hand. No, I don't. Of course, that'll be about right. I don't know how it got there. It just decided to show up. It decided to turn up and go, hey, I'm here at the stream as well. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth maybe going to get the Chloranthy ring, but I don't really want to go get the Chloranthy ring for this. Again, it's just a matter of timing on the rolls, that's all. Oh, fine, that's a hit. Nope, okay, got hit there. Ah, didn't have the stamina. Oh, that was a waste of a radiant life gem as well. Ah, you're gonna pull it out. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, that is a waste of a radiant life gem. I wonder if it's better maybe to go for the mace. No. I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use... I might have to go with two-handed R1s rather than two-handed R2s. I'm trying to get maximized damage per hit, but it's costing me in terms of stamina. So that's not great. Might as well also grab this while I'm at it. Smooth and silkies. Well, if I can cash them in and I get some humanities, I'll take it. But... yeah, Ring of the Embedded, Flynn's Ring, Dex Ring so I can get the criticals. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's just focus on two-handed R1s. Oh, I saw that coming in and I didn't roll. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. I've been at this fight for an hour and 20 minutes. I'm not having much luck. I might try a few more times solo before summoning again. Found it? Congratulations. Alright, maybe this will be the run then. Maybe this will be the run where get Alone defeated. Like there's a few... I'll briefly explain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of work on this character after I get the last Melter Wedge and get the soul. There's going to be some running around. Yeah, it's... caught into your thigh. I mean, it'll heal up. It sucks that it happens, but at least we found it. Yeah. I'm going to do a little bit of work on this build afterwards. So there's some items that I need to gather. And it's just going to be a little bit of running around before I respec the character after beating this boss. Now, yeah, I have to roll into the boss. The timing's a little wonky. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna summon people in. I'm gonna summon people in. I don't care. Get them in. Get them in. I'm spending too much time. The boss is perfectly... Again, I'm just attempting this boss at a... like, very, very sort of... underpowered state. Now, you can beat this boss at soul level 1 without getting hit. But it often involves a combination of... Yeah, this is DLC. Yeah, this is a DLC boss. You can beat this boss at, like, soul level 1 with... The soul level 1 beating this boss without getting hit is entirely doable. But it relies on a combination of things like being able to bribe bugs, for example. or being able to gather bright bugs. It requires being able to, say, buy lots of gold pine resins, upgrading an S-Stock to +10. I think Leo Ring, S-Stock, and not having a slot for your rings taken up by the Agape ring, which is a mandatory feature of this challenge. So I'm effectively playing with only 3/4 of the ring slots available at all times. Simply because the way this works is, if I take the ring off and I start gaining souls, then that makes the run not what it is. Gualtiero Apolinar. Is there a meaning behind it? Is there something that you're intending for it? Or Gualtiero. Alright, let's do this, guys. Leader of armies. I pressed the wrong button, didn't I? Stamina held up. Guys, we can do this, we can do this. Yeah, I remember you mentioned that is like, especially when you're going to do like the boss screen and his name comes up. But if his name already means leader of armies, you might not want to double up on the whole leader of undead armies thing. At least when you're describing him as when you're putting his name into like a boss fight with a hitbox. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close. I mean, it'd be fun actually if you did it as like a 2-phase fight, right? So if you did it as a 2-phase fight, where first phase is like his name, and then the phase 2 is like where he gets all the ads, and then that's leader of undead armies. Alright, I gotta focus. Done. That's it. Done. Oh, that feels so good. Feels so good. It's done. And then we go here, pick up the smelter wedge, and we're done. That is the very last smelter wedge. Oi, that felt good at 1.5 hours. All right. Time to get to work on this build. First things first. Let me go... Yeah, of course there's going to be more prowlers, but I don't care about the prowlers. Run into here. Plant the smelter wedge. Alright, come on guys, let's go. I'm missing every attack, aren't I? Alright, I'm gonna beat these. I don't know if the prowlers will drop humanities, because or human effigies. If they do drop human effigies, I will take them all out. You know what? That is a question remaining to be answered. Let's go. Bring them back. But also, I should mention, where are the prowlers summoning? Oh, they always summon in from the stairs, don't they? Yay. Hey guys, where are you? Yeah. Yeah, see, they always... Wow. No. No. Oh, I cannot for the life of me. I'm gonna get hit here. Yeah. Unfortunately, they all ran in on combat. Let's see. First fight will be a fail. Second will be sort of win, but he'll test you 3 phases. Third encounter. That's a lot of encounters. That is a lot of encounters. I'm going to be... And second encounter is like 3 phases? That sounds like a lot. I'd consider maybe dropping the number of encounters down to, say, 3. Oh, come on. I can't keep getting hit like that. maxed out. And then maybe consider switching it up. Like, I'm thinking to say, if your first encounter is guaranteed fail, it's going to have to be very early on in the game. Second encounter could be like, and this sounds a little cliche, bear with me here. Second encounter is like, you think you've got him on the ropes and then he like dips out or something. Or, you know, it turns out it was actually a clone or like an undead clone the whole time. Got one of them. 3 more to go. No. 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 Okay. Oh. These guys, every single time I beat one of them, yeah. And then the final encounter that you do is the one where he's really put on the ringer. Even if you space out that final encounter, so it's like you beat him. He's so close, he runs away. You chase him down, you fight him again. He runs away a second time. And then he's trapped in the third area, and it's like do or die at that stage because I got shot in the head, didn't I? No. I love just being able to go, no. Got a second one. I'm gonna get these last 2 guys. Every time I take one of them out, it's a lot easier to get the rest of them. This is personal now. This is actually personal. These guys offer no benefit. Maybe actually if I beat the last one, because none of them drop any items. If I beat the last one, do they give me 1 human effigy or 5 human effigies? Because I will take 5 human effigies. For sure. But yeah, you don't want to overexpose people to the boss. Not in the least. No. 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 See, now you're so much easier to deal with. It's just one-on-one, buddy. What are you going to do? Oh, fine. You shoot me in the head. Watch this. I can chug. 1. 2. 3. That's right. That's what you get. Oh, I don't even get anything for it. That was worthless. Yeah, it's just a lot of planning, right? You want to think about how often, like, who are the important bosses? How often do you encounter them? Alright. Now that I've got everything that I need, I'm going to have to start getting a couple of items. First things first is Brightstone Cove Sildora. And let's make our way back to the Chapel Threshold, because I haven't actually unlocked the shortcut for Weaponsmith Ornifex's area. Which is not ideal. let me go do that, because I need to cash in an item at Weaponsmith Ornifex. If I drop down, that's too far. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Oi. Well, yeah. The other fun one as well is, and obviously, you know, it's a trope that's been done before. Your first encounter is designed for failure. But if someone wins, they get like a fun little bonus cutscene or something else like that. Like what happens in Sekiro, actually. Sekiro's got the tutorial boss, which is meant to not be defeated. Here's Ornifex. Yeah, I kind of need to open this up. It does not open from that side, however. Tall? Like, how tall is your character by comparison, right? Alright. Let's trade in. Where is it? King's Shield, Watcher's Shield, the Wrathful Axe, York Spear. Hold on.
Come again.
Do I have... Okay. I have 11. I have 11. How many others are there? Sorry. Back to checking. Not that tab. This one here. I'm clearly missing fragments of Nadalia's soul, and I thought there were 11 of them. For some reason, my brain was originally telling me 13 as well. Nadalia. 12. There are 12. 11 are obtained. Last one's dropped by the Fume Knight. When you pick up Nadalia... There's one more. Alright, let me get back into this. This is why I have a single smelter wedge remaining. Angelo is 5'7" and he's making him 8. So he'll be about 1.25 times the size of... About 1.25 times the size of the player character? Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, no, that's fair. Like, Drax about 1.2... Well, Drax is anywhere from like 1.5 to 2 times the height of your character anyway. Alright. I have missed a smelter statue somewhere, and I'm gonna have to find the towers, which is a pain. Oh, I think I remember where the last one is. I think I remember the last one. That's right. I knew I left the last one for last. And in fact, it should be right here in the foyer, actually. Well, yeah, sorry. The last one should be right actually behind here. Guys, you don't have to hit that hard. Yeah, the last one's down here, sorry. I'm not familiar with Alucard's outfit from Symphony of the Night. I would instead maybe go for looking at Victorian era Italian outfits. So you start with Victorian era outfits. And then work from there into like Alucard-esque character designs. Knight armor. Oh yeah, sorry. The what the effect around here is Nadalia's statue is trying to curse me. But because I've beaten Fume Knight and I've got all the crowns, the curse itself has no effect. Let's move away. Take that. Yeah, that's right. If that's going to be the case, he wears a cape, black jacket, frilled shirt, black pants, and black boots in Symphony of the Night. And if that's the case, then you could sort of tie those colors in, or little flares that would make like distinctly Alucard, but then tie it into something like a Victorian era outfit, which has frills and... Hold on, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna have to break this statue. There's the last statue right there. One, two, three. Yeah, so 15th century. Let's think about what, if anything, is very specific about the 15th century. There's the full soul of Nadalia. I knew I left the last one for a reason. Nadalia is no more, true soul of Nadalia acquired. Hey, fire snake. That's always fun. Oh, I knew I left the last one somewhere particularly. Alright, now I can actually cash in. while I'm here, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the Renaissance period. So, Renaissance period is probably what you are looking for. It takes place between the 14th century to the 17th century. So you could be talking about early Renaissance era Italy. It will actually be like mid-Renaissance Italy. And that's the sort of thing where you can really draw into. Because if you're talking 15th century, you want to be drawing into that sort of lore, real-world lore, or real-world history, I should say, from what happened in the 15th century in real life, which is the Renaissance. That's the biggest one. Alright, and so that's the sort of thing that you can draw on for when you're designing your NPC sprites. I don't mean your bosses, but I mean the other characters who are sort of wandering around the place, going, oh, they live in the towns or whatnot. Or, for example, if Alucard's trying to look like he's blending in, he might look like one of those. Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? Middle Ages is like 10 to 12. Inventory. Let's grab a flame butterfly. Hey guys, let's have some fun. Look, and it's right here at the bonfire. Great scythe. Open up. But yeah, I'd say maybe go look at some of the more traditional outfits. I wouldn't go looking at what Renaissance people would appear with those outfits, because that's often like nobility or higher class citizens. If you can find paintings that depict what's the word I'm looking for? If you can find paintings that depict, say, peasantry from the Renaissance era, that's the sort of thing that can really help you out for when you're designing your ordinary NPCs. And then when you have your important NPCs, for example, like Alucard, sticking out because they could be dressed in that style associated with the Renaissance period. Yeah, bug, what are you gonna do? Bang. Alright. More of these guys. One. Auto effects, I'm so sorry the spider destroyed Party House. That's not my fault. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna trade in. This is perfect. So this is the Chime of Screams. Angelo's short. So this is the Chime of Screams. This chime is probably what I'm going to use for this build. So, my thought is I'm going to respec the build to be able to focus on two-handing a weapon while having it buffed with the miracle Sunlight Blade. Now, Sunlight Blade is the buff that adds lightning damage to your weapon, and its duration, how many casts you get, are all determined by different stats. Sunlight Blade has a requirement of 30 Faith. Now, there's no way for me to hit 30 Faith, but in Dark Souls 2, we have the spice mechanic where you can hand spices into Magarold to lower the stat requirement for a spell or a miracle or a hex by 1 point per spice. I have enough spices to bring down the points of Lightning Blade by at least 10, but I don't need to bring it down by 10, I need to bring it down by 6. Let's talk about the Chime of Screams. Chime of Screams has mid-scaling, it's not very good, and it has the slowest spell casting speed time in the game. But when you are holding the Chime of Screams, it increases your faith stat by an inverse amount related to your current faith. So basically, if I have 24 faith when I'm holding the Chime of Screams, I can get it to 30 faith. And 30 faith is actually one of the break points for the duration of Sunlight Blade. Now, I've got nothing else I want to do with this weapon at all. Like, with Ornifex's services at all. Like, this would be absolutely fun to run. I'd never be able to pull it off. I don't think this is even possible at Soul Memory 30,000. Same thing with the Ivory King Ultra Greatsword. The 30 dex is really rough. Although, again, it would be super fun. Like, probably the most fun thing to run... Well, not even the hammer. Like, King's Ultra Greatsword would be cool. One of the other options for, like, a build along the way is... Where is it? The Watcher Greatsword? Not the Watcher. The Fender Greatsword. I should be more specific. Because you can buff that with Lightning Blade. Or Sunlight Blade. Anyway. Let's grab this. And we're just gonna go here. Now, let me travel to Things Betwixt. Actually, no. There's something I'll need to check in on before I go to Things Betwixt. Next stop, I believe, is I need to check in with Agadane back at the Undead Crypt. I do not remember if I picked up Agadane's gear. Where's the Undead Crypt? That's Shulva. Here we are. So after you pick up the King's Ring, you can check back in with Agadane and he gives you his stuff. I just need to go back to him and talk, see if I've picked up his stuff or not. Because I want his cuffs, actually. I'm going to have to give up the engraved gauntlets for this build. But I need the space for the cuffs. Wearing Agadane's cuffs increases your faith by 1 point. And every little bit of faith is actually going to count.
Light. What? This place is well dead. Tell me.
Alright, so I have talked to Agadane. Which means I will take the shortcut back to the bonfire. Yeah, that's the sort of fun thing where you can... Oh yeah, I see you, buddy. You're down there. I'm trapped. Like, literally door stuck. Door stuck moment. Alright, I'm gonna beat that guy up. Hopefully he drops a human effigy. Yeah, you could play into it. And, we were talking yesterday about different uses for... Oh, different images for save points. I need to fall down from a slightly better height. So yeah, out in the field you could have crosses as your save points, but in the cities you could have it as altars. Yeah, that's the sort of thing you want to think about, is the fact that this is Renaissance era. Bashing. Insolent armor. Alright, well, I don't know why I'm healing. I'm just gonna dive. Yeah, it's typically not a feature of a lot of... I mean, I think the closest that I can think of, again, is one of the Castlevania games where one of the save points plays into that by looking different, but then it leads you to a boss fight. Alright, so I'm going to go to Things Betwixt. Here's the wacky part that I've got to work out for the build. Give me a second here. Let me open up the character planner again. So, my equip load. Load's fine. Okay. Equipment. Do I have Agadane's cups? I do, and when I put them on, I have to go from... Yeah, it does add +1 fate. So, what I'll do is I'll actually just unequip everything at the moment, except the Agape ring. But again, you haven't had a Castlevania game really sort of explore the...
Still doing.
Like the different city styles in the same way. Actually might be a good reference thing to check is if Order of Ecclesia did so, because Order of Ecclesia has one city in it, and whether the save point in the city is different from save points out in the environment, but I don't think they are. I don't think they are, because in Order of Ecclesia, you don't go into the buildings per se. But if you're planning on having if you're having Angelo go into a building, then that's where you can play around with the save point. And it looks really obvious that the church is as important as it is. Alright, give a soul vessel. Here's what I'm going to do. Go to 19 faith. Hold on, is this right? If I remove the vessel shield at 23, what did I allocate the stats to? Drop the agility down by 1. Put it into faith there. That works. Okay. So I'm putting... a another point into faith. And I put 2 points into agility. And I have to wear strength ring. Okay, so here's the mats. This is going to be a little bit wilder. So, 20 faith base. With Agadane's cuffs, I go to 21. And if I switch out the crown of the Sunken King for the King's crown, I lose the strength and the other little buffs, but I do gain an additional 3 faith, which is the greatest amount of faith I can wield in one shot. Brings me up to 24. If I use the Chime of Screams, that is 30 faith, which is enough to hit the break point for the duration improvement on Sunlight Blade. I'm going to have to give up my vigor, but I'm going to have to offset that with the Ring of the Embedded. We'll consume the Soul Vessel. Alright, now let's talk about Cleric's Chime versus Chime of Screams. So, and I'll just quickly show you. I was at 20 faith before equipping the Chime. But when I equip the Chime, I get an inverse amount of faith. I get an amount of faith inverse to my current faith. As long as I sit at 24 faith when I equip the Chime, I will gain 6 faith, which brings me up to the 30. If I went up to 25 faith, I gain 5 faith, which would still keep me at 30. But that's not what I want to go for. Alright, let's talk about casting speeds. Casting speed with the Sacred Chime for heal. And you can see it's so much slower. But if I'm planning to apply Sunlight Blade, then that's going to be about as good as I can get it to go. Sunken King. King's Crown. Hold on. Agadane's Cuffs. Flower Skirt. Peasant Attire. Go the Large Club. Vessel Shield. Chime. Alright, Strength Ring. Where's the other one? Where are you? Where are you? Flynn's Ring. And Ring of the Embedded. And that's my current status. I'm at 19 Vigor, 12 Endurance, 14 Vitality, 20 Strength, which will be enough to two-hand the club, and 25 Faith. But when I do this and this, next stop is going to be Iron Keep. Need to pay a visit to... Again, though, here's the fun part. Alright, there's a very, very good video I'd actually point out. It's actually so good, I'm going to bring up the link now, and I would advise you to maybe watch it in its entirety. The point that it makes may not stand. Like, some of the points you may disagree with, but the video itself is... very important. when I put this into the chat, I would very much recommend not only reading the titles, like reading the description carefully, because what is said in the video is not meant to constitute legal advice, but consider it more as life advice for this project. And this will be the toughest part, right? But absolutely give that video a watch. Alright, in the meanwhile, I'm going to run off to here. Guys, you can't... no. I can't believe these guys haven't despawned. I thought they did. By the way, that's all I need to deal with.
What? Who, me? What?
Incense. Alright. Use a skeptic spice. I'm glad that this is 0 cost. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cheers.
And now, when I go to equip Sunlight Blade, I'll be able to cast it with my talisman. The casting time's going to be absolutely terrible, but if I use it before the boss arena, it should be fine. Actually, I don't think I even need the strength ring. If I'm using the vessel shield, I can get away without using the strength ring. Which means I can then look for the other ring that I kind of want to get. Hold on. Equipment. First things first, let's set Sunlight Blade. Sunlight Blade. Equipment. Do I have the appropriate ring? Maybe in storage? Item box? No. Fence, flame quartz. Here we go. Northern Ritual Band could do the trick. I think Northern Ritual Band is fine for this purpose. Or I can go Lightning Clutch. Alright, let's test this out. First things first. If I take off the strength ring, and I do this. Hold on, I need the stats. So with the shield, and I have the strength, my right-handed weapon has an AR of 246. Sorry, 452. Now, let's buff it with Sunlight Blade. Look how slow this is going to be. It's not bad, all things considered, actually. Now, 452. It's not showing up properly. We're going to have to test this out on somebody. I'm going to need to find a victim, aren't I? Who'd be a good victim to hit? Huntsman's Cops, Undead Purgatory. Oh, I think I know. Let me actually test it out on here. All right, testing time. Damage-wise. Go back down here. 564 damage to one of those guys. So 564. Now, let's cast Sunlight Blade. Go to 683. So 564, 683 from 554 is... I don't have the brain power for this. Calculator time. So, get the numbers properly again. All right. Okay. So 683. $683 minus